What's up, comic book fans? My name is Bruce.
And I'm Stephanie.
And today we are reviewing issue number 7 of Resonant.
That's right, guys. We are reviewing it early because our best friend, David Andry, sent us a copy before it even hits the stores. When is it hitting the stores, Bruce?
It is hitting the stores tomorrow, February 3rd, 2021.
Amazing. Have you been waiting your whole life for this? Because I have.
We have been waiting for issue 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because there is going to be a total of 10 issues ever since issue 5 hit. And that was back in
a year ago.
November of 2019, I believe, was issue 5 came out.
Do you know how much TV I've watched since then?
So much TV. And we are huge fans of Resonant on this channel. We have 7 different variant covers for issue number 1.
Don't be jelly.
Don't be jelly. Most of these are signed too because, you know, he is our best friend. But issue 7 comes out tomorrow, February 3rd. And guys, this book is so good. I'm going to say you have to pick this book up, but why should they pick this book up?
Well, I'm going to tell you why, but I would like to start off by saying we are going to be spoiler-free, so no one feels that we ruin it for them before you pick it up. I will try my best to rein Bruce in. Everybody knows how he gets. He gets to talking, he forgets that nobody's seen or read what we're talking about, and then he gets in trouble. But the character development in issue number 7 is amazing. It focuses more on the children. You get everything that you wanted. You are excited and like punching the pages. Luckily, it was my computer, so I didn't ruin any comic books, only the screen on my computer. But I was very happy with issue number 7, so congratulations, David. I don't have to tell you that I hate it, because you know that I would.
For anyone who doesn't know what Resonant is, where have you been, number 1? But 2, brief synopsis. This is a post-apocalyptic world where waves come through and drive people insane. Wave is like, I don't know, it's like,
Nobody knows what it is. It's a wave of like, chirping
energy
noises I guess that's not the chirping noises, that is the wave. The chirping noises warn you the wave is coming. The cicadas, they make noises and then you're like, oh my God, this thing is coming, but you can't see it. It just takes over your mind and makes you like a crazy person and you do insane things. It's like your worst impulses are followed when you get hit by this wave.
It is. And so these waves come through and so the world is just devastated and we're following one family. And they get separated, things happen, and craziness happen. There's an amazing story around each character. A son, a daughter, and a father are the main characters. There is a son, Steph is a young boy who is sick. There is Rebecca, or what they call Beck, who is a one-legged, this is this girl right here. She's missing one of her legs, and she's like my favorite character in the book, Tyler. The other son who goes off and meets another group of people. So crazy! And then the father goes out and tries to find medicine.
All right. You're giving too much away. In case you haven't read it.
In case you haven't read it, but he gets separated as well. And then the issues 1 through 5 deal with the separation. And it seems like issue 6, the 10, is going to be bringing them back together. That is my guess. And the way he's doing it is so amazing. David Andry, I love how you craft stories. I love how you are giving a little bit of each character in every single issue. It's like you're building upon it and big moments happen and then you're like, oh, that's gonna be the biggest moment. Oh, but no, there's another bigger moment. And it's just so good. I love this story. I love how you're telling this story. I love how you keep giving us little treats. It's like, here, you want a treat? Oh, you want another one? Oh, here's another one. It's just so good. So good.
I will not match Bruce's enthusiasm, but I will agree that it's very well written. I've read other comic books in the past where I read it and then I'll kind of study the panel and I'll read the next panel and then I'll kind of look at it and kind of like try to absorb it and like take it in. I don't think I did that for one single page of issue number 7. It was just like, I'm like, I need to know what happens next. I don't even think I saw the artwork. I don't know what pictures there were. I just was like, quickly get to the next thing. I need to know what happens. It was awesome.
It was so good. It was so good. What did you think about the art?
Well, like I said, I was so enthralled by the story, but I like the art.
Who's the art by?
The art is by Skylar Patridge. That's right, we said Patridge. Apparently people call her Partridge all the time. Patridge. She is actually a new artist. She is new for issue 6 and 7. 1 through 5 had a different artist on it. Skylar has taken over for 6 and 7. I am enjoying her artwork. I I don't feel like it's taking anything away from the story. I do feel like it's adding a little to the story. I don't know if it's a different colorist too, or if he's just coloring it different because Skylar's drawing, but I do feel like I'm enjoying the colors more also. Although I will know, because yes, it's the same colorist because his name is Josh Wordie or Justin Wordie, and when I read that in issue 7, I looked to see who the colorist was, and I was like, Wordie, that's a funny name.
All right, so this is where I am going to come down and say something, I guess, a little negative about the book. Because I think the writing is impeccable. It's amazing. It's so well done. I did really enjoy Alejandro Aragon, who was the original artist on 1 through 5. And Skylar Patridge in the first issue, I think did a really well job. But I think for some reason in this issue, I didn't feel some of the emotion. I think some of the characters were devoid of some of the emotion that was happening inside of the writing. And what was happening in the action. That's, again, my opinion. I think that's the only negative thing I've thought about any of the issues so far, but the story is still so good. And the artwork is great. I think some panels are better than others. I think she's still finding her stride within the world of Resonant.
I like the way she does her lines. They're kind of like a little sloppier, but in like a perfect for Resonant kind of way. Where Resonant's kind of this like chaotic world that you don't know what's happening and everybody's like freaking out, and it's just, I feel like it kind of blends better.
It does. But that's my one, I guess, criticism of this book. Was that it was like the art. I didn't love it in this issue. Issue 6 was, I think, was a lot better. 7 wasn't my favorite. But maybe I'll feel different once I had the physical book in my hand, which is the best thing to do. Oh God, I love having these books in my hand.
I know. I had to read it digitally, and I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, not a fan of digital.
I know that the next issue, issue 8, is going to have David's dog on the cover, and he's pretty pumped about that.
He loves his dog so much. Who doesn't love their dog? Our dog's over there being insane, sleeping between our pillows.
Oh my God, he's being very needy tonight.
So what would you say to people who are on the fence to pick up Resonant or who've never heard of Resonant? Should they pick up the trade? Should they pick up issue 6 and 7?
I mean, I do agree that you should pick up 6 and 7. I know that we are big fans of indies, and that isn't always for everybody, but it is a very different story. It's written unlike most things that you are reading out there, and it's well written. It's not, I don't feel like it's been used before. Like, I don't read it and I'm like, oh, this is kind of like that. It's not. I know I've been reading comic books forever, but I've read books my whole life. I'm not like, I've been living in a closet. And I think that I think you will enjoy it thoroughly. I think you will be happy that you read it. I haven't heard one negative thing about Resonant, and I don't think that I will. And I don't think that people out there will read this and be upset that they read it.
No.
So, and plus, even if you don't love it, which I can't believe would happen, if you follow David on social media or even know who he is a little bit, even just from watching our channel, he's such an awesome dude that, like, who wouldn't want to support this guy anyway, which... do it just for that. Be like your good thing you did this year. David's amazing. He supports everybody else. He's such a nice guy and such a humble guy. Like, in my opinion, Resonant is a huge book and like is a big deal. And he's just like, I'm just this lowly writer. No, I've done nothing with my life. Like, he's just so like, he's just a good dude. He's like the Rock of comic books.
I'm going to say you have to pick this book up. Resonant is one of my top 5 books ever since it came out back in 2019. It continues to be that now in 2021. This book I believe is going to wrap. So this is January. So there's 4 more issues. All right. No, 3 more issues. 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. So February, March, April, May. This ends in May. So we only have 4 more issues to go, which is going to be an amazing ride. But there's more David Andry coming in the future, guys. Late, I believe he said early Q4, his new book should be hitting. It's another vault book, but it's going to be like a fantasy book. I can't wait! But yeah, definitely pick up Resonant. It's an amazing book by an amazing team of David Andry and Skylar Patridge. They are
Justin Wordie.
They are hitting a home run with this book. This book is so good. I know I criticized some of Skylar Patridge's art, but again, that's my opinion. Stephanie loved it, so there we go. This is a must pick up. Bruce and Stephanie says must pick.
Definitely do it up.
Definitely do it up.
Definitely do it up. Do it up.
All right, guys, before we sign off on this awesome review of Resonant issue number 7, guys, we just want to say, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel,
you should be subscribed. You should be ashamed that you aren't.
You should be ashamed. And also hit that bell for notifications because
you want to be notified that every time we upload new content, which is every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday night when we go live, 10 p.m. Eastern, Comics and Beer, which is just a fun time had by all. We talk comic book news, trivia, comic book movie news. We drink beers, we talk about those beers, and then we give things away.
We do.
Which is like the funnest part of it all for me more than it is for you guys. So.
This is the year of the slab, by the way. Every single month, the last Friday of the month, we're giving away a slab. And all you have to do to get entries to win that slab is be there for the previous
weeks. 3 weeks before the end of the month.
Yep.
You have 3 different Friday nights to win entries, multiple opportunities throughout that one Friday night. There are some people who go in to the end of the month with like 20 different
They do
entries into that end of the month giveaway.
It's such a good time, so just make sure you guys are tuning in for Comics and Beer, 10 p.m. Eastern every single Friday. And guys, smash that
like button.
All right, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.